Hello, welcome to EBC News. Today we'll discuss several news. Stay in EBC with Ociel España. In the news today, a woman recorded a child abduction direct from Leeds on UK. A man was filmed by a passerby after he attempted to abduct a 12-year-old girl as she walked to school. The rapist carried the girl across the road to a dark area behind an electricity substation, but she managed to fight off and run away. The video recorder filmed him with her phone, and the rapist then ran off, but the woman contacted police and gave detectives her footage. The detective and Inspector James Entwistle of Leeds District said an argument. Also, he said that the suspect is described as white, of medium height, and built with short, dark hair and a beard. He was wearing a blue hoodie, black t-shirt, and beige trousers with black stripes down each leg. Detective Entwistle said the victim had been left shocked and upset by the attack, but hopefully everything is fine now. So, now coming to the entertainment section. April is home to a handful of big releases talking about video games, but the biggest of them is the Mortal Kombat 11, the latest game of NetherRealm's fighting series. Even after nearly a dozen iterations, Mortal Kombat remains one of the most beloved franchises in gaming, and its newest installment is perhaps the most ambitious yet. Featuring an expansive roster, a wealth of customization options, and time-bending story orchestrated by the first major female antagonist in the series that unites past and present of versions of the characters. Their native in particular is one of the standout elements of the game, we found. Watching the character interaction between young and old selves is a highlight. And with the exception of a somewhat flat Sonya Blade, the solid performances are endearingly sincere with some unexpected moments of introspection. GameSpot Edmond Tran wrote in our Mortal Kombat 11 review in progress. Now that the game is available, many other outlets have been also begun publishing reviews of Mortal Kombat 11. We have collected a sample of them below to give you an overview of what critics have to say about the highly anticipated fighting game. For an even broader look at its reception, be sure to check out the GameStop site. Okay. This game is available to all console platforms, and the price is $60. So far, the greatest reviews are from GameSpot that gave it a 8 out of 10, and by IGN, and he gave it the game a 9 out of 10. So these are very good grades.
Good morning, this is EBC News and my name is Agor Fernandez. There is an increase in Vancouver crowd attacks. Vancouver's most notorious feeder felons are striking again, especially in West End. Residents of the area near Stanley Park have reported an increase in attacks from above. The culprits cross. Reports range from simple noise complaints, crowing constantly all day, to situations that seem ripped from an Alfred Hitchcock film. My head got pecked and I was bleeding. One person wrote an incident Friday on Barclay and Jarvis Street. Further west on Barclay, last week a crowd dived, bumped a pedestrian and grabbed their hair as they was walking near Lagoon Drive. The reports were filming crowd tags, an interactive map set up Langar College, Hirosin, instructors Rick Davidson and Jim O'Leary, which encouraged residents of BC South Coast to report the avian altercation. Hundreds of election workers died from overwork following the world's biggest single-day elections. So this occurred in Indonesia earlier this month. Indonesian officials said over the weekend that at least 272 election officers had died since the April 17 vote, mostly from fatigue-related illnesses caused by the long hours they clocked counting millions of ballot papers by hand, Reuters reported. Arif Rio Susanto, a spokesman for the Country Election Commission, said Sunday that 1878 election workers, 1,878 election workers, had fallen sick for similar reasons. Susanto said that the government had urged health facilities to provide the best possible care, sent election staff, and had promised to adequately compensate the families deceased. Indonesia's elections were one of the most complicated single-day votes ever undertaken. For the first time in history, the country chose for cost-cutting reasons to hold its presidential, parliamentary, and local elections on the same day. About 245,000 candidates competed for more than 20,000 positions, and an estimated 150 million Indonesians, or about 80% of country's eligible voters, vote to more than 800,000 polling stations across this sprawling archipelago to cast their ballots. More than 6 million election workers were involved in counting ballots and monitoring the election, BBC said. Workers were expected to work through the night in sweltering conditions, causing many to fall sick with fatigue.